Picture this. You are a foreigner in a country that hates your kind. You are a widow. You have no husband, no land, no money, and no family that owes you anything. You arrive in a strange city with one old woman and an empty bag. By every rule of the ancient world, you are finished. You will beg or you will starve. That is the whole list of options. And yet, inside one harvest season, this penniless immigrant widow ends up owning the very estate she walked into with nothing. Not by marrying up by luck, by a system. Her name was Ruth, and her story sits quietly in the Bible as one of the cleanest bootstrap case studies ever written. She started with the least capital of anyone we have ever decoded on this channel, and she still came out the owner. Today I will show you the 4 exact moves Ruth made to turn absolutely nothing into a generational estate. 4 moves you can run with no money, no connections, and no permission. Stay with me, because move number 3 is the hardest one. It is the move almost nobody has the nerve to make, and it is the one that changed everything. Let me set the scene, because the hole Ruth starts in is deeper than most people realize. There is a famine in Israel, so a man named Elimelech takes his wife Naomi and their 2 sons and leaves Bethlehem for the country of Moab. Moab is foreign soil, and the 2 cultures despise each other. Over the years, the sons marry Moabite women. One of them is Ruth. Then disaster lands 3 times. Elimelech dies. Then both sons die. 3 widows are left, and in that world, a widow without a man was an economic ghost. No income, no protection, no standing. Naomi decides to crawl home to Bethlehem and tells both daughters-in-law to go back to their own mothers, to start over. One of them does the sensible thing and leaves. Ruth does not. Ruth says the line that defines her entire fortune in chapter 1, verse 16. "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Read that as a business decision, and it looks insane. She is choosing a poor old widow, a hostile country, and 0 prospects over the safety of home. But that choice is the foundation everything else is built on. Hold on to it. This is move number 1. Ruth walks into Bethlehem with nothing, and the first thing she does is not beg. She works. Chapter 2 opens with her saying, "Let me go to the fields and glean among the ears of grain." Gleaning was the ancient world's safety net. The law said landowners could not harvest the corners of their fields or pick up what fell, so the poor and the foreigner could gather it by hand. It was the bottom rung, brutal, dusty, low-status labor, and Ruth chooses it on day 1. But here is the principle hiding inside it. She does not glean just anywhere. The text says she happened upon the field belonging to Boaz, a wealthy and respected man. Whether by chance or by design, she placed herself in the field of the most capable owner in town. That is move 1. Proximity to opportunity beats waiting for opportunity. The poor person gleans wherever is easiest. The future owner gleans where the wealth already flows, then works harder than anyone there. You cannot be discovered in a room you never entered. So let me ask you directly, are you working hard in a dead field, or are you placing yourself next to where the real harvest is, and then outworking everyone in it? This is move number 2, and it is the move that turns a nobody into someone people want to bet on. By the time Boaz first lays eyes on Ruth, he already knows who she is. He has never met her, but her reputation arrived before she did. Listen to what he says to her in chapter 2. "I have been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, how you left your father and mother and your homeland and came to live with people you did not know before." Stop and notice what is happening. Ruth has no money, no title, no land, but she has built one asset that money cannot buy and that travels faster than she does: a reputation for loyalty and hard work. The whole town is talking about the immigrant widow who refused to abandon Naomi and who works the fields from morning till night. That reputation is her real capital. In a world with no resumes, no credit score, no LinkedIn, her name became her collateral, and that is the lesson. When you have no money, your reputation is your money. People will extend trust, opportunity, and capital to someone known for showing up and doing right, long before they extend it to someone with a flashy pitch and no track record. So ask yourself, what does your name say in the rooms you are not standing in? This is move number 3, and I warned you it is the hardest one. Everything so far has been quiet. Work hard, build a name, stay loyal, safe moves. But a harvest of gleaning, no matter how diligent, only ever produces survival. It never produces ownership. To cross from surviving to owning, Ruth has to do the terrifying thing. She has to ask. Naomi tells her there is a custom. A close relative, a kinsman redeemer, can buy back the family's land and restore the widow's future. Boaz is that relative. So in chapter 3, at night on the threshing floor, Ruth approaches the most powerful man in her world, lies at his feet, and when he wakes, she does not wait to be chosen. She makes the proposal herself. Spread your garment over me, for you are a kinsman redeemer. That is a direct, audacious ask from a foreign widow to a wealthy landowner. The downside, if she is rejected, is total humiliation and ruin. And this is the move almost nobody makes. Most people will glean their whole lives, working hard, staying humble, building a quiet reputation, and never once asking for the deal that would actually change their position. They wait to be noticed. Ruth made the explicit ask. So here is your hard question. What is the ask you have been too afraid to make? The one that would move you from gleaning the corners to owning the field. This is move number 4, the move that protects the whole fortune. And it is the one Ruth had running from the very first scene. Go back to her ask on the threshing floor. She does not approach Boaz for romance, or comfort, or her own security. She invokes the kinsman redeemer, which means restoring the dead husband's name and securing Naomi's future, not just her own. Her entire campaign has one purpose underneath it: loyalty. Boaz himself names it. He says, "This kindness is greater than that which you showed earlier. You have not run after the younger men." She could have optimized for herself the whole way. Instead, every move served the people she had bound herself to. And here is why this is the move that protects the wealth. The first 3 moves are pure mechanics. Anyone can run them. Get close to opportunity, build a name, make a bold ask. A pure opportunist runs those exact same plays and ends up using people and discarding them. What made Ruth different is that her ambition was anchored to covenant loyalty, to lifting Naomi and honoring the dead, not just climbing. And that is precisely why the story ends the way it does. Boaz redeems the land, Ruth becomes the owner of the estate she entered with nothing, and the town blesses them. Ambition without loyalty makes a user. Ambition built on loyalty makes a founder people are glad to enrich. Which one is your hustle actually building? So here is the Ruth strategy, the cleanest bootstrap in scripture straight out of the book of Ruth. Move 1. Proximity. Walk into the best field and outwork everyone in it. You cannot be discovered in a room you never entered. Move 2. Reputation. When you have no money, your name is your money. Build a reputation that arrives before you do. Move 3. The ask. Do the terrifying thing the diligent rarely do. Make the explicit, audacious request that moves you from gleaning to owning. Move 4. Loyalty. Anchor the whole climb to the people you serve, because ambition without loyalty makes a user, and ambition with loyalty makes a founder. Ruth went from a penniless foreign widow to the owner of an estate, and the Bible records that she became the great-grandmother of King David. A bootstrapped immigrant became the root of a dynasty. This is the Ancient Founders, where we decode the men and women God made rich, one founder at a time. Next, we open the vault on the shrewd manager, the parable where Jesus praises a man for a move that should have gotten him fired. Tell me in the comments. Which move is hardest for you? The proximity, the reputation, the ask, or the loyalty? I read everyone. Subscribe and let us uncover the next fortune together.